Hello, me, Ariza Gaming. I'm back. I'm back. We tried to stream earlier today, and we were having some internet issues. Those have since been fixed, so we're back. I did want to do a weekend stream today and get some development going on the Sweetles, based off of Leofarr's design that he posted in the Discord, and we did a little bit of that. We got a couple of cycles in before I had to log off, and we're back now and it's all working. So I'm going to spend a couple more hours getting this done and just doing a few other bits in Oni at the weekend. Hope you're doing alright, silly device. Let's head on over. Right, so I'm going to start just by summarizing what I did in the hour or so that I've tried to log on earlier. And basically, we've made a critter dropper for Sweetles with Leofarr's design in mind. So the Sweetle eggs are going to get dropped in here. The babies are going to hatch. They're going to stay in here because they can't wander up these tiles. And then they'll either wander into the drowning chamber if these ranches are all full, or they'll wander into the dropper if one of the ranches needs filling. So the automation on these is a lot more simple than the previous design that I used in Badlands Boffins, which you can find on my YouTube channel. And I made a design for hatches that was a bit more complicated. This one should hopefully do the same thing, but I'm actually able to understand how it works. So if it breaks, I can fix it. So essentially, these sensors will go off if the room is full, and if the room is full, then if the room is full, then the door opens. No, hold on, that's not right, is it? There's 3 critters in here at the moment. Oh, yeah, no, this is fine. So, yeah, there's 3 critters in here at the moment, so the door will open if there's more than 7. So if the ranch is full. And the critters can still walk around on it, but critters that are dropped from here will drop through to the next level, and that will keep going until all of the ranches are filled. These knot gates control a signal that basically tells all the stuff over here whether all of the ranches are full. And if they are, then this door doesn't open, and then this one will open. And we'll drown the little Sweetles in here. And then if this door is open, then the critter will wander in, the door will shut because of the critter sensor here, filter gate will run for 5 seconds, and then this door will open, the critter will eventually wander in there, and then the door will shut, and then the critter will get sent down here by the dropper. And in essence, that's basically it. And we built that, and we built a few more details for the Sweetles. I need to adjust some of these conveyor loaders for the Sweetle for the sulfur for the plants. So let's do that. Because this sweeper isn't actually grabbing this over here, sadly. I think what I'll do is I'll just put it here instead. Also, I don't really like this. Let's just do this with bridges instead of like that. I'll figure out something else. Let's deconstruct this. Let's speed to it a little bit. We also need you guys to get all this cold water out of here so the mealwoods can grow again. Ah, they are growing again. That's good. Nice. So we've got Sweetles in here. They're tending all the grub fruit plants. It's all good. So what happens when the top branch is full but the bottom needs to refill? I think it should... So basically, if the top is full, then all the doors going to the bottom will be open. So the critter can get dropped to the bottom. The ranches are going to be filling up from top to bottom. And the doors don't affect the actual functionality of the room. Apart from this critter drop-off, which we'll rarely be using. Only as a backup. So it should be alright. What's everyone doing at the moment? I guess they're doing the meal ice. That's fine. I think everyone just woke up on this asteroid. We changed the schedule as well. That was the only other thing we did. But yeah, we get to see the Sweetles actually tending the plants. It's quite nice. Yeah, let's get some bridges going here. Then these can hook up like this. Because this is the exit conveyor, which is going to drop all the eggs and stuff over here, and then we'll sort it in this area. And then I'll put a bridge here in a minute. And go here. And then this can connect up like that. That's all good. I'm going to make this all priority 9. Also, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel these. Yeah, deconstruct. Deconstruct these ones. Not these ones. And then we'll just hook it up like this. And then I'll hook these up like this. And go there. Go there. That should be good. And you know what I'm gonna do? If I'm refurbishing this all anyways. Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave it like that. Yeah, so I can go there. Just trying to get all the sulfur delivered. And I actually need to do the maths on how much sulfur we'll have for all of this as well. We're not going to bother fertilizing any of this because it's all in a ranch. But this should be the main source of food on this asteroid now. Yeah, here we go. So once the eggs start coming in, I'll explain. We'll probably have to troubleshoot this a little bit, and then we'll set up the sweepers for where all the stuff is going to be delivered. Because there are some slight differences to the ranches compared to the hatch ranches from last time. So we'll see what happens. Also, we've got some carbon dioxide in here. That's annoying. If I try and convince this carbon dioxide to get out of here somehow. I could just put a... I could just make this a meshed, an airflow tile now. That should work. Then we can put a bridge here. Send this all over. Yeah, that's good. So now it's filling this conveyor loader. This should load all of the sulfur into the plants as well. We'll see how many of these we can actually run. Okay, so that's pushed a lot of the liquid out there. Okay. Stop dumping water here now. That's enough water. Grab this. Also, these doors here are so that the dupes can walk over this whole setup while it's running without any containment breaches. Which I thought was really quite clever from Leofarr, but it does actually work well. No one can actually get in here, can they? Yeah, I noticed that. Yep, that is what happened. Yeah, just open this quickly. Okay, there we go. That actually worked. Okay. It's good. Then I guess the next thing to do will be to sort out what's going on in here. We can remove the bottle empty now. I'm going to leave this drop off here. And then we'll just fill this with auto sweepers and conveyor loaders. We'll just have a different conveyor loader for each thing we want to export. Yeah, these plants are all being tended now. You can hop over here. So eventually you're going to end up being dropped in like all the others. There we go. So that locks. 5 seconds later, this activates. This door opens. The critter will eventually wander in there. It's set to only allow them in one at a time. So, there you go. So then this door will close, this door will open, and it'll get shoved out. And this should work pretty well, provided that... I mean, I want to see how resilient this is to game lag, but we're also going to try and not have hundreds and hundreds of critters. Like, we're going to make sure to drown any excess critters in here. So we should be alright with respect to that. Looks like, in terms of the sulfur... I put this bridge on the wrong way around. That's not very handy. Yeah, remove that. Remove this. Yeah, it seems like it should work. We have... How many Sweetle eggs do we have down here? We're delivering them from the other planet. And once we actually start tending them, it should be pretty quick. You installed 3 new mods. Better info cards is very good, but I'm amazed by move item here and no manual delivery. Sounds interesting. Yeah, I'm a big fan of better info cards. Right, so now we can just put it like this. And then we shouldn't be manually fertilizing these anymore, because the sulfur should actually be going where we want it to. So let's have a look at what I did for the conveyors last time. So we had a filter. We had a filter, and we were dropping eggs off in the actual water pit as well. That seems sensible. Oh, I think those were for variants that we didn't want, which isn't applicable to the Sweetles, because we're either going to get Sweetles or Grubgrubs. So we won't need to do that here. So we're just going to be dropping off meat, food. That should be it, really. So let's see. We could put an auto sweeper here. We could probably fit everything in this region. Yeah, I've seen the cardboard boxes on Max's stream. The Max Not Binary. They've used that mod. It looks pretty good. I don't think I need to install it, but it looks useful if you want to do that sort of thing. And then I could put three conveyor loaders here. And then I could send 3 different types of material to whatever I want. What have we got in the pod? We got... You know, we've got enough fertilizer. I'm going to take the Joya seeds. It's fine. I'll get the gases out of here at some point. These annoying little fart bubbles. Go. Yeah, so one of these will be for sucrose, which will go to the Grubgrubs up here. One of these will be for eggshells, and one of these will be for meat. And edible stuff, because all the edible stuff is going to get dumped in here too. So all the edible stuff is just going to go in here. So that can just go like this. Well, the eggshell can go to wherever we have a rock crusher. The thing is, the rock crusher fits like this. We could actually I mean, I think what I should actually do is put a door here. And then we can make this a sort of refinery room for this asteroid. Good. Amazing for moving liquids for locks. Yeah, it does sound useful. But yeah, I think the automation for this, we've already done that. So basically, if it detects a critter in here, then the door will shut. Otherwise, the door will open, and it will only activate. It will only open in the first place if all the branches are full. So no critters are going to get drowned unnecessarily. But yeah, it will be interesting to stress test this. And now we've got the proper grub fruits growing. Let's actually calculate how many branches we can get away with running. Because we've got our sulfur geyser over here. Well, the sulfur geyser is over here. This has been erupting. We're pumping it. I think we may actually need to increase the amount of storage we have here. Because we're not storing a load for use when it's not active. I should have thought about that perhaps. Done some kind of Escher waterfall where the sulfur gets pushed up here. But, maybe there's still a way we can do this in here. I would have to have a proper look at the Escher waterfall we set up on the other asteroid. And it would be challenging, but it would definitely be possible, because we can dig this out and expand this down one at a time, if need be. We could do the same on this side. This is going to go dormant in like 6 cycles anyway, so I'm not that worried for now, but that is an improvement we can make. But anyways, the sulfur is getting pumped out of here slowly. There is a vacuum in here again. Ignore this massive amount of gaseous sulfur in here. Ignore that. So yeah, the sulfur's coming out one pipe at a time. Hey Leofarr. What happened? Basically, my internet could not cope with me streaming and Sarah downloading stuff for her qualification course at the same time. So I helped her with a load of like IT issues, and now I'm back after having dinner. So I'll be around the rest of the evening. But yeah, I think your build is working pretty well so far, but we're going to have to stress test it by multiplying our Sweetles. But yeah, the sulfur's coming in here. It's getting cooled down quite quickly by this polluted water loop. Self-cooled steam turbine is working well. And then the sulfur is all coming out of here at room temperature, getting conveyed over to the other asteroid, where we have space for the ranches. And then at the moment, yeah, at the moment it's just coming straight out of the teleporter and getting dumped here. And what I should do is I should actually put a bridge here. Yeah. If I put a bridge there, then it will always prefer to take the material this way. And then any excess will be dumped over here. Although, to be honest, yeah, just in case you want to dump something else. So I want this conveyor to fill with sulfur. And that's all going to end up here in these conveyor receptacles. This will be edibles. So anything edible will go in here. This will be sucrose, specifically. Because that's going to go to the Sweetle areas. Or the Grubgrub areas, rather. And then this will be eggshell. Because there's going to be a lot of eggs in here. And probably... yeah, because we're going to put like a rock crusher in here. So they can refine all that stuff on this asteroid. So that would just be organic eggshell. Did I add the feature to keep the door open when the ranch doesn't need refilling? Not yet. So... no, so what do we do for that then? Is that a case of... Did you share with me on the Discord? Because I don't think we ended up... yeah, I didn't end up being coherent enough to discuss that with you. Yeah, let me know when you have a think. We shouldn't need it for now, because we've got a lot of ranches to fill. Anyways, before I got on this diversion, so we have... Let's see. We have 1.4 kilograms per second of sulfur from here, average output. This does not include the dormancy period. And then the Sweetle, how much sulfur does the Sweetle consume? So the Sweetle consumes 20 kilograms per cycle. Multiply that by 8 is 160 per cycle. And then divide that by 600 and you get about 0.25 kilograms per second. So that's per ranch. So if we were just feeding the Sweetles, the maximum we'd be able to have is 5. But we're also going to plant the plants. And the plants, there's going to be 19 of them per room. They consume 10 kilograms per cycle. So it's actually 190 plus 160. So that's 350 kilograms per cycle. Divide that by 600 and you get about 0.6 kilograms. So if we're running this off just the sulfur geyser, we won't actually be able to have any more Sweetles than this. Eventually we'll run out of sulfur for the plants. But eventually we may switch these over to other plants, I don't know. It seems convenient for now. We also have more sulfur just on the map that we're eventually going to dump here. So, yeah, 3 seems like the right number for now. And then... Oh. I did some maths on this a while ago. I think 9 Sweetles produce enough sucrose, or 9 Sweetle ranches produce enough sucrose before Grubgrub ranches. So we're probably only going to want 1 Grubgrub ranch eating all the sucrose. Sour gas boiler for expanded Sweetles. Yeah, that's probably going to happen eventually. We do have a volcano over here, and the intention is I'm going to build a small sour gas boiler in here eventually. And we'll ship all of that sulfur through here as well. So, yeah. We'll do that eventually, but I think what that means is for now we'll only need 1 Grubgrub branch. But we'll have room for more. So let's actually dig all of this up. Yeah, you guys are all idle at the moment. You're all just running on the wheels. We have chlorine over here. We still don't have any way of actually filtering out chlorine. I think the chlorine is just getting pumped out here. We need a high pressure vent here now. Yeah, I think if the chlorine ends up down here, it just gets pumped out here. So this should be fine. I think we can just open this all up now. I don't really care. Yeah, let's just do that. Get it done. You guys need more things to be busy with anyways. This ladder will need to move, so deconstruct this, buildings only. Then you can dig all of this. We're going to send another dupe over from this planet as well in another cycle. But yeah, we'll get these 3 running first, and then we'll think about the rest of them. Now, this is a 18 tile room. So we could have 3 refinement buildings with their own lamps. Let's put a rock crusher here. And then we can actually make lime on this asteroid. Also, I need to stop making everything out of steel. I've been making stuff out of steel that doesn't need to be steel. Where is it all? It's a steal of a deal. Yes, exactly. I don't know where it's all going, but something is consuming the steel. We made these out of steel. These don't need to be steel. No, not the auto sweeper. Those lamps are all steel as well. That's definitely not needed. There we go. Yes, I would like normal lamps, please. That's not a lamp, that's a motion sensor. Right, this is a normal motion sensor, so let's just take that and put that here. This stuff does need to be steel, that's fine. This probably doesn't need to be steel. This can be steel. Feel like we haven't built stuff over here out of steel. Anyways, this is the conveyor load of the eggshell, so we just want to drop that. In fact, you know what? We could even just not quite fit that there. What I'll do is I'll just put the chute here for the eggshell. And then this rail can just go over here. Actually, you know what? Let's just do this. That should be fine. I think that bridge on the teleporter won't work how you want it to. Yeah, I'm gonna disconnect this, and then we're gonna connect it back like this. Because we want to send the sulfur over here first, and then if once this backs up, it'll just dump stuff here. Actually, I think this would have worked anyways. It will always prefer to load this unless it's completely backed up. Yeah, power-wise, this can go here, this can go there. Automation-wise, this can just go like this. And then this is just the Grubgrub eggs. But it's not backed up. Anything else you want to send will go onto the sulfur line. Yeah, but that's fine. I don't mind that. Oh, wait. We definitely don't want the Grubgrub eggs to go there. I think at this point I can just tell them to stop sending the Grubgrub eggs, though. Yeah, we don't need any more eggs. Also, actually, no, that's fine. Because if the Grubgrub eggs get sent, they'll get picked up by these conveyors, which will grab everything. That will get dumped in here, and then the Grubgrub eggs will go in here anyways. So I think that's fine. I think I do just want to dump everything from the teleporter in these ranches in the base. In fact, I probably don't even need this chute down here. I'll just disconnect this now. But I do need to move the Grubgrub. I do need to move the Grubgrub eggs. So let's bring this up here. You can remove this. This can go up here. Send this all the way up here. I'm gonna tame this oxygen vent as well. We probably don't need to, but like, it's something to do, isn't it? I don't want it just here being useless. It's gotta earn its keep. So that chlorine is gonna start falling down, and that'll get pumped out of the base. We need to actually put the high pressure gas vent on here, though. Am I out of plastic? Yes. Send over some more plastic. This water is warmer again, which is fine. This oxygen is cooling down again, which is good. Yeah, the chlorine's all settling up here now. So in terms of food, I'm hoping this will be enough that we just don't need the mealwoods anymore, but we'll let the food build up a little bit first. And then that will all end up in here, and then all the cooked products will end up in here. But I need to make sure to set the end products in here. But yeah, this bit here is going to be the dropper for the Grubgrubs. And then we can layer this all accordingly. So in fact, this can be... because the same setup should work for both species. Yeah, that should be fine. Then we can remove these, we can do all these. Wait, this is the Dreco bit, so we're not going to have any more than 3 Grubgrub branches. You missed the past few streams, have we set up a space program yet? No, we haven't. I wanted to get the Sweetles done first. Because I want to have sustainable food on this asteroid. We do have hatches as well. We could do it with hatches, but I wanted to do Sweetles. We tried a few times to do this Sweetle... thing. And it's just not been... like, I've just not been able to do it properly. Like, I tried doing it on a map with loads of sulfur geysers once, and then I didn't know how to do the dropper properly, so it quickly broke. Then we tried another... then we did it on Badlands Boffins, and that probably was going to work, but then the dropper we had was filling up and wasn't really doing anything, so we're going to try it again here. I want to get this nailed down so that I'm not having trouble with it on future streams, on future maps. And I thought I'd do that before doing a space program, because it doesn't need any space materials. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the Sweetles separated from the Grubgrubs. I don't think you necessarily need another farm, but that's how I'm going to do it, because I think it just makes sense in my brain. So, Sweetles have a better chance of laying Grubgrub eggs when they tend spilly grubfruit plants. There's obviously a lot of grubfruits in here, so these guys are tending away. I'm hoping we will end up with enough Sweetle eggs to replace them. I guess we'll see. But yeah, this could be the final room. So that means we can actually put the door here in line with all of this stuff. And then this can go over here. Then we'll remove this. I don't really care about the chlorine anymore. I just want to get it. I just want to get these rooms laid out. The chlorine will eventually get passed through our big filter. You may want to have a pen of Sweetles that do not tend these plants to keep a seed Sweetle population alive. We could definitely do that. We could have one where it's, I mean, it's going to increase the amount of Grubgrub eggs only if they're tending these plants specifically. So we could plant something else in here and have that not be an issue. Like, if we just have some other random plant in here, that should be fine. And then we'll have enough Sweetles to stay sustainable. So long as it's not bristle blossoms, because we have allergic dupes here. But yeah, any Grubgrub eggs will get sorted out of this room immediately. They'll all go up here to the Grubgrub egg dropper, and vice versa. the Sweetle eggs will all get dropped in here. So I think this will work, but I think the only way I'm gonna be confident is if I just build it and see how it goes. Yeah, that's all fine. We'll need to dig through this as well. Then you won't be able to get over there. This should all... Got a hot pipe here. Oil. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to break this bit here. I'm going to insulate that pipe. For the oil. Also, we have a fairly large amount of petroleum now, so I don't think we're going to need to do anything with that anytime soon. But the plan is petroleum rockets for travel. I don't think I'm going to bother with the CO2 rockets. Also, let's send over another dupe. Who are we going to send? I could pick tactfully. I don't think I am, though. We need a chef. Let's go send Wind and Archie. Actually, yeah, you're one of two chefs. The other chef is Nicola Tutzler. Yes, we'll send Wind and Archie over. Hey, Sketchy Gamer, welcome back. Sorry I kind of left as soon as you joined a couple of hours ago, but we had internet issues that weren't patching up. We fixed it now. The cause has been removed. All I could say is I'm just looking forward to when we get the fiber optic and me and Sarah can both do whatever we want. Without worrying about stepping on each other's toes. But her stuff was definitely more important than the stream. Sad face. So, I'm glad that got done. Yeah, we've got more glossy Drecos in here. We're actually generating our own plastic now, although we still need to rebuild that vent. We're not just dumping plastic back on the other asteroid, are we? No. Also, let's take you. Unequip suit, teleport, and then deliver 2 more suits back here. Yeah, someone's dropping plastic over. I think it's Pythagoras. Yeah, there's the plastic. Smooth like butter. We're getting there. The important thing is that this isn't broken. And we haven't ended up with like massive amounts of sulfur and sour gas in here again. I think what I should have done is this is handling 2 kilograms per second. I'm hoping that during a normal eruption cycle, it will drain this fast enough that it doesn't fill all the way up here and then start overpressurizing. And then I don't have to worry about setting up some kind of Escher fountain or digging us out further. Because obviously if I open this up, it's just going to all evaporate. I could widen it pretty easily. But, yeah. Why is this game so difficult for me to understand? Because it is difficult to understand. It's a difficult game. It's very true. Yeah, at the moment we want more Grubgrub eggs, so we'll just keep them all Sweetles down, all grubfruit plants for now. And we'll sort them out later. Yeah, dig this out. Oh, we've already... May as well just dig this all out now. Chlorine's all gonna end up everywhere. That's fine. This game is fun until your brain starts to take damage. Yeah, I'd like to think that your brain takes overheat damage playing this game for too long. Also, I want the airflow tiles here as well, because these dupes do have a tendency to fart, and I want to spread that out. Put this over there. That can also be an airflow tile, that's fine. And then we'll keep doing it over here. It's got high stress. Pathless crumb. What's your situation? Popped eardrums. Yeah, that'll do it. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. If it gets too bad, we'll put them on a sleep-only schedule. I've got popped eardrums. Yeah, let's actually build that vent now. Oh, I thought someone came to drop off the plastic. What is going on? Someone's been dumping plastic over here. Yeah, this is full of... Oh, hold on, wait a minute. The conveyor is now full of... I see. Okay. Yeah, so now the conveyor is full of plastic. I now see what you meant, silly device. I have a solution to this. Balls. You were right. We needed to fill this up with sulfur first before we actually did this. No, and this wouldn't work because then the sulfur would get mixed in here as well. I think I may actually just need a filter. But for now, I think what I'll do is I'll just empty the whole thing. So, empty pipe. I believe empty pipe now works on conveyor rails. So, yeah, just go ahead and empty all of this. And then we'll actually set up a proper system over here. In a minute. I feel very stupid now for expecting that to work. We do have a plumber over here, don't we? What I could do is... No, this is set to all, but it won't grab it straight off the rail. How irritating. I mean, eventually all the sulfur will get grabbed off and we'll just be left with the plastic. It's actually happening pretty quickly. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we'll need to set up a proper filter. Who is going to be doing this? Dimitri. You're currently doing everything else. That's fine, we'll give it some time to just empty the line of sulfur. Our carbon dioxide guys are over here is venting and not really doing anything, that's fine. Also, how are you doing, Juneberry Bliss? I've got to admit, I think watching people play has certainly helped me get over some very specific pitfalls I had with this game. Yeah, let's start styling all of this in the same way as the other area. Why did I tile this? This did not need to be tiled. There we go. The drop off there, and then the doors will do the same way. The Grubgrubs do fit in the same size space as the Sweetles, despite how large they look. So I don't think we'll have to do anything differently. But yeah, we'll rebuild the whole Sweetle design again for the Grubgrubs, so you can see me actually build it on screen, because if you're watching on YouTube, I didn't upload the bit where I initially built this because of the aforementioned internet issues. So we'll get this done. Not in any particular order. You literally played along with Francis John for one of your playthroughs. Nice. Or one of his playthroughs. That's very nice. We shouldn't need these, but I'm going to put them in just in case. Rooming stations are obviously needed for a ranch. Critter feeders for little guys to eat out of. Again, we'll make this farm tiles. I've realized this isn't going to be a farm because we've got plastic here. Balls, balls, balls. I'm just going to have to refill this with hydrogen. That's what I'll do. Because I do want these to be farms. What I'll do is I'll make it so that these ones are priority 1. And then let's see. We'll need to fill this up with water. Let's just fill it with water before we build a door. This is going to be set to Grubgrubs. Going to have the main chute exit here that will have all the Grubgrub eggs and all the ranch related stuff in here in it. This we can set to eggshell. We might end up with a lot of eggs from this, so I might even just have 2 up here. I'm sure we'll have space, and dupes might have. We might not have enough to do. Dupes might end up doing 2 lots of eggshell cracking. Who knows? So I'll talk through when I do the automation, but the rest of this stuff is fairly self-explanatory. So this conveyor is for the Grubgrub eggs specifically. So that's just going to go straight here. And then we'll have auto sweepers along this bit. We'll have them 3 from the doors over here. It's all good. We're trying it with the DLC to see if it's any different. The game is a little bit different with the DLC in that if you're... I mean, it depends. If you're playing on the smaller asteroids, like the spaced out asteroids, you'll have a lot less space. Like, I'm playing on spaced out at the moment, so my asteroids are pretty small, which is why I'm trying to make everything really space efficient. But you can set it to classic and get one big asteroid. And I'd recommend doing that as your first playthrough if you're playing it with the DLC. Is have a classic style asteroid, so it's a big space that you can do plenty of stuff with and not feel restricted, and then you can set up rockets and stuff when you feel like it, and then when you're when you're feeling a bit more confident, you can go on spaced out and have the smaller asteroids to start with. But yeah, I don't really have any guides. I have the previous runs and on my YouTube channel, and I have a few discussion videos about like which geysers to prioritize first when you're trying to set up your colony. That's probably the best one for you to watch. I have a video about which traits are appealing on duplicants when you're thinking about which dupes to print. But I don't really have any specific guide videos, but I do have VODs, and one of the playthroughs was spaced out where I had 1 dupe planet, so that had a lot of rocket travel in it and minimal dupes. And the others, I usually have a lot of dupes on. Badlands Boffins is the most recent one I've done apart from this. And we got up to about cycle 300 with that before the critter dropper stopped working. But other than that, I feel like that was a pretty good run in general, showing how to expand quickly and sustainably. I'm sure I made a few mistakes like I always do, but I don't think there's anything too bad in that one. Apart from apart from not managing the critters properly. Yeah, we'll dump some water in here. Keep setting these up because we need to cover every area of these because we're gonna let the critters run free in these areas. So then we can go up here. Should be fine. What I like to do is I like to have 2 loaders in these rooms, and then position them in such a way that they can both be reached by each auto sweeper, like this. So then this will all need power. It's probably not quite the right line to put this stuff on, but this stuff runs fairly intermittently, so I don't think it's going to cause any issues. If it does, we'll just rewire it. So these will grab all of the eggs out of here, and all the meat and other stuff in here, and then put it up here for sorting. You're using custom generation settings mod, so you have a planet you can travel to that has 10 oil wells. Nice. How's this going? Looks like these are mostly filled up now. I like how they all sort of rattle around when the plant's finished. Yeah, we've actually got food now. How nice. So how is the water going? We'll want a little bit more water than that in there, I think. Yeah, you're... Okay, I'm not sure how much water that is. Hopefully a somewhat decent amount. I'm still paranoid as to where all this steel is going, because they're definitely not repairing anything here. I'm just confused. Yeah, none of this stuff is operating at the moment. Oh, I think we've scanned the whole star map around this asteroid now. Yeah, so we found an annihilated satellite with an artifact on it. And then we've got a swampy ore field, which has an artifact and lots of polluted dirt on it. But also mud. And cobalt. That's somewhat interesting. Yeah, what we'll want to do is we'll want to put critter sensors in these rooms. I usually do it like this. And then what we do is we set those to activate when the room is full. And then... yeah. So that comes down here. That would ordinarily go to the door, but there's not going to be a door on this one. Because it's at the very bottom. So then we'll put a NOT gate on that. No. No. And then these ones will go like this. So if the room is full, the door opens. The critters can still walk about, but any critter dropping through will get dropped to the next level. And the NOT gates will send a signal going up here. So we'll just send that signal around the doors like this. And that'll go through here. Also, we've got some printables. What have we got? No more farters, so I guess we'll take some shine nymph eggs. We have a lot of random critters in here now. These will be set to Grubgrubs, so we want to feed them sucrose only. Oh, yeah. So this is set to edible stuff, like the spinning grub fruits and stuff, but the sucrose, which one is that going in? Yeah, the sucrose is going in this one. And we'll want the Grubgrub eggs in this one as well. Yeah. That's fine. So what I'll need to do is I need to set up the conveyor receptacles in here. Oh. What we'll need to do is we'll need to have a separate line just for the Grubgrub, just for the sucrose that goes and feeds these. So, is there not any more water to drop in here? I'm probably trying to do too much stuff at once again. Let's just speed to it. Oh, we've got a Sweetle in here. Let's grab that guy. Random bug. Also, I'm just going to yellow alert these, no, I'm not going to yellow alert these. I'm going to yellow alert these ones. So we'll get Dimitri to come plumb those. And then we should actually get some plastic. These are already overheating again. Probably gonna need to sort out some better cooling over here. Oh, wait, you're not actually... Oh. Yeah, the plastic's getting dumped in here. Okay, that's good. That's correct. So now we want the gas vent to be over here. There we go. And then this will all start working again, and we'll get the chlorine out of here. Cancel that. That's fine. Yeah, I'll just watch this for a minute. Just let them actually get to building everything. I've given them a lot to do. Gas, you can have suit sustainability. Looks like the stress has come down again, so that's good. That was just because of the pop eardrums. These grubfruit plants take a while to grow. Which is fine, but we'll need to actually store the food properly to make sure that it doesn't go off before the dupes eat it. Yeah, keep building all this stuff. While I'm doing this, I'm just going to have a swig Coke. Right, we have the water in here now. That's all good, so we can remove that. It's fine. Also, this pipe needs to be insulated because this is hot oil. So, yes. Insulated pipe. And I guess I can remove this. Bad. So we can put a mechanized airlock over here. Power-wise, that can get hooked up here. Some more doors in. So this needs to be set to below 1 critter, and this needs to be set to above 1 critter. And then, let's see. Yeah, so the chute goes here. That's where all the stuff gets dropped off. So each of these Rajas will only fit 6 Grubgrubs, because they take up more space in terms of, like, being happy. Not in terms of the actual tiles, but just in terms of how much they need to be ranched effectively. So, yeah, we'll just keep those priority 1 just in case we need them. Just in case this breaks, really. Everyone's gonna have food for now. We still haven't actually used these, Hold on, why have I popped eardrums? We still haven't got any food in here at the moment, but all the food will eventually get dropped off in the freezer here. We do need people to cook stuff in here when it's ready. Yeah, we're up to 5 Sweetles in here. Oh, we made these mechanized airlocks. Yeah, okay. Let's make those mechanized. What? No, I do want you to harvest these. Yeah, do harvest these. So we've emptied out the plastic. Let's actually sort out the conveyor. So I think we'll just do this with a shutoff. The shutoff should suffice. Cycle 343. And we can put the conveyor loaders in here as well. I think we'll want 3 in there again, because we'll want to send the Sweetle eggs back down. The auto sweeper can go in here. Yeah, that'll do. We do have a mechatronics engineer here, don't we? Yeah, they're all just sleeping at the moment. I have given these dupes a bit of an odd time of day to sleep, but that's fine. Archimedes earned a skill point, which will be building. Is there no slime biome in Spaced Out? It depends on the asteroids. With our start, the flipped asteroid does not have any slime biomes on it. It has frozen biomes, temperate biomes, wasteland biomes, and then magma biomes. It does vary from asteroid to asteroid, but the Oni wiki explains which biomes shop on which asteroids. Although, I don't think that's a good page for spaced out. But yeah, neither of our asteroids have slime. We're going to have to go to space for slime, which feels odd. If you're on Terra Cluster, you should have like the regular sort of slime biomes, not like the muddy biomes. You should have the slime biomes. Yeah, get this all built, and then we'll want the chute to go here as well. No, we don't. No, we don't need a chute to go there. We just want the critter sensor. That's fine. So now we need the mechanized doors. We want to have the pneumatic door here so the critters can fall through it. So that door has to be pneumatic. Yeah, the stuff is getting built, it's just taking time. They're building the pipe, they haven't built the vent yet. They can get there. So what we'll do is we'll put a conveyor rail element sensor. Let's see. Here. So remove that. Get this hooked up. Here. And then we'll have the shut off there. So that can go here. Automation wire can go here. And then if it detects sulfur, it goes up here. If not, it goes down here. And then this will eventually fill up with sulfur, and it will dump the excess sulfur out of this end, which is fine. I should have done this immediately. Oh well. Yeah, we'll just keep speed 2ing everything for now. Temperature in here keeps increasing, probably just because we've got the Drecos in here. I'm going to keep making more ice temperature plates for now. We may need to set up an actual cooling network in here. Water in this loop is still hot. This water is all finished, so I can actually just deconstruct this whole pipe now. But I'll set that to like... That can stay as priority 5. I don't really mind that much about that. Yeah, the hot water is going up here. That should not be leaking any heat out that way. It's just because the air that we've been dumping in here has been hot for some while. This should be cooling down over time. And I think it is. It's just taking a while. This water in here is still pretty hot. In fact, the steam vent isn't erupting anymore. It's overpressurizing. What's going on? Maybe I need to set this to 100. No. Maybe I need to set this to 90. We do need to start cooling this down a little bit. Otherwise, it's not actually going to come out. It's not going to help the whole temperature situation, though. Because now we're pumping really hot water past all that. fact, I don't think we have enough cooling capacity to actually get this down to 90. I probably need to get rid of the carbon dioxide in here. I think that needs to happen. Arthur's Crumb is stressed again. Probably from going in here? No. Carbon dioxide condensing in here. It's not ideal. I think there's some actual issues we'll have to solve here once we've done all this Sweetle Grubgrub business. Yeah, you're sopping wet. You'll feel better once you actually start eating some decent food. That will help. Right, so in terms of power, we still need to build these wires too. That's fine. You know, don't even worry about these for now. We haven't got that many. We haven't got that many Grubgrubs on the way. Yeah, in terms of the automation, so what we want is we want this wire to go up here. We want it to bridge. Oh, we need it to go underneath the door. Yeah, that makes sense. And then that goes up to this thing. Then we need a NOT gate here. That goes there. Hook this up. Hook it up here as well, and then we hook this up with a bridge. I guess we don't need a bridge there anymore because we don't have the chute there anymore, but we'll keep it like that. Then these are connected in series. And this goes up here, and then this goes down here. And then what we'll need to do is we'll need to put a NOT gate under here. Then that will go to an AND gate. So this goes in here, this goes here, this goes here, and then this connects to the door. And then we remove this. So what this does is, if all of the rooms are full, this will turn to red. So this won't activate. Oh, okay. We're going to get rid of some Dracos first. How many we got up here? Yeah, we're doing fine, so we can just murder these guys. Not an issue. Population control. So, the whole point of this. So, when these need filling up, this stays green. And we have a NOT gate here, so if there's less than one creature in here, if there's not less than one creature in here, so if there's more than one creature in here, and the branches are empty, then this door will open. Let's just actually wait until a critter moves in here, and then we'll run through it all. It kind of breaks my brain just thinking about it. But we have demonstrated this works with the Sweetles. I just didn't do that on today's stream, so we'll do that now with the Grubgrubs. Also, everyone's just waiting here farting for the video game machine. That's kind of funny. We need to find a better solution for the temperature here than just putting the temperature plates here. But our current water cooling loop is kind of overwhelmed. Like, this is all going to heat up again, because we're pumping all the hot water from earlier past these transformers now. So that's all going to heat up again. It's fine, dude. Just Let's murder the Drekos. I trust your ability to murder the Drekos. We kind of need more dupes over here. We need 10 dupes over here at the moment to get all this stuff done. Dimitri is stressed. At least we've got Drekos. We've got a fairly good amount of plastic here now. Right. Also, this stuff. Is this actually prioritized? This is, but no one's getting to it. Let's actually priority 8 this stuff. I need the stuff over here to be done first. When this goes dormant, we'll get all the carbon dioxide out of there. We'll properly vacuum out this room. Although, actually, what I could do... I mean, at the moment, there would be heat transfer, which is not ideal. I could use this gas pump to vent the room. No, this doesn't seem like a good idea. Because we need to break into here. Need help deciding. No, I'm fine. I'm just waiting for the dupes to get other stuff done. So I'm being all hypothetical. Let's see. Albert, you can have... You can have tidying. I just want to get all this stuff done. So these need to be set to all. We want to sweep everything out of these rooms with these. We want to build a conveyor rail up here. That's going to go up through the middle. And at the moment, that's all, yeah, that's all being dropped in here, and then it gets sorted and goes to the relevant places. It goes up like this. And then that heads over here as well. It's fine. I'm kind of tempted to actually speed through this. But we will need to keep an eye on people's stress. I think it's because their morale is slightly too low. They're getting sopping. Yeah, that's not helping. They need to eat better food. They need to eat better food, and we need to actually cook the food as well. This is set to recipes, but no one's prioritizing cooking. Let's get someone to prioritize cooking. Yeah, you can prioritize cooking. There you go. Also, someone farted in here. That's hilarious. That is definitely a possibility that people will walk in here and break these. So we need to keep an eye out for that. Okay, now that's fine. Yeah, start dumping all the stuff in here. These, again, we'll just set the grub fruit plants for now. Yeah, this is getting pretty close to done. Why are we building conductive wire out of steel? That's what's happening. Oh, I bet that is what's happening. Yeah, because it's not showing up here, is it? Ah. How many of these soldering wires have we made out of steel? It's so annoying. I don't think we've actually done too many of them out of steel. But it's still very annoying. Hey Trent, how you doing? We're currently expanding our ranches on this planet, and we just want to get them operational, and then we'll start fixing all the other issues on this planet again. I'd really love to have some more dupes, to be honest. We need some more farters to appear in the printing pod again. But yes, we're doing flip farters. All the dupes are flatulent. They all produce natural gas. Hopefully we've got another one here to be printed off. No, we do not. We just have biohazardous and irritable bowel. Lol. I guess we'll take the algae. But yeah, I'm sure we've ended up spending all of that steel on conductive wire. That must be what's happened. Right, so this needs to be set to sulfur, which is still a miscellaneous for some reason. And then that should allow this to go here. So now all the plastic is going down here, all the sulfur is going here. Yeah, that's good. And we shouldn't need to dump any more plastic over there. So that can go here. That's fine. This has been building up for a little while now. That will eventually get emptied. But that's not really caused us any issues with this machine, which is a relief. I'm very impressed that this hasn't broken at all. Very happy with this. The metal tile area probably doesn't need to be as big. We probably could have just made it all big. That's fine. So now this is all working in. Oh, look, we got grub fruits. Really like how the regular grub fruits look. They look very cool. Got a Sweetle egg in here. So now we're actually planting... Well, actually, at the moment they're just sweeping everything, putting them in here. And then all this material is just getting dumped in a spot, which is fine. You just a metal tile too wide, the pipes inside the insulated. It probably could have worked either with just 2 metal tiles, but I just wanted to be super thorough. I was paranoid that this was going to break. Anyways, so this is the conveyor for eggshells. This will go... We'll just go like this. And this is the conveyor for all the edibles, so that will need to go down here, I guess. So I'll just send that around here. Not quite like that. Should be fine. So this is just edible goods. They look like lemons. Or at least I feel like they look like lemons. They probably don't. They're yellow. That's good enough for me. And eventually we'll get some Sweetles down here too. And then this, let's see. So if we're planting these things in here, we'll need sulfur to go over here as well. So this conveyor is for Grubgrub, eggs, and sucrose. So we could just hook this up like... No. If we hook that up like that, that'll just be for the sucrose. What I actually need to do is I need to separate these. We need to have sucrose go into one of these. I can go there. I could do this all with the filters as well, but I don't really want to. I'll just use separate loaders. So then that can go down here, and then this can bridge down here. And then that's all the sucrose. And then the sulfur will still keep going up here. And what I'll do is I will put bridges here and here. Let me have a think. I can go like that. And I can bridge that over there. That over there. Let's, instead of doing that, put the bridge here. We'll put this bridge here, and then we'll send this down this way. Oh no, that's stupid. That's stupid. I'll put a bridge on here. Then I'll disconnect this. And then I'll put a bridge going down here. Yeah, that's fine. Yes. And then we just need to send this over to the conveyor receptacles for the sulfur, which will go here, 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 and here. That will need to go there, that will need to go there, no. I can go there. I can go there. Then separate these, separate these, separate these. And then this can just go bridge here. And then I can go like that. Yeah, we're almost there. Oh, except we've got the conveyors here. That will need to be a bridge there as well. That's okay. Yes. It will be a miracle if this works properly and I haven't confused this all. Right, okay. Let's try that. So we'll have sulfur for the plants, sucrose for the grubgrubs, and then all the eggs and stuff will get delivered over here. I will need a fourth conveyor loader though. So if we look up grubgrubs. Let's just go have a look at the actual grubgrub down here. Also, let's just watch the gases over here for a second. Yeah, the chlorine's getting filtered out again, which is good. A little bit of oxygen is being grabbed, that's okay. Yeah, the grubgrub. So... yeah, they mostly lay grubgrub eggs. But they do have a 1 in 3 chance of laying Sweetle eggs if they're not tending the plants. We will need to take the Sweetle eggs and put them in the other bit. I just realized that my start planetoid was super hard to get going because I had rust instead of useful ores I can do conveyors. Yeah, that's very true. We're burning a lot of metal doing this. The next thing we need to do is definitely go out to the metal asteroids and get some refined metal and that sort of stuff. Probably just some more metal ore as well, because we are kind of burning through that. So, yeah, the Sweetle eggs, I guess, will go up here. And then that conveyor will just go to here. So that can go all the way around the outside. That's the food conveyor. The food conveyor can move over here. Then this can go and join here. Yeah, that should work. And then just plug that in here, I guess. At this point, you may as well do this. Yeah, that's so much metal. But we do at least now actually have some nice food that is actually going in the freezer. And we need to make sure that... yeah, Farthus has got the morale. Dimitri doesn't. Hopefully Dimitri will get something nice to eat. I could set it. How much barbecue do we have? We have a fair amount of barbecue in there. We may be okay. Now that Wind and Archie is actually cooking. Why haven't these been fertilized? Oh, hold on. We need to set these to a higher priority. We need to set the farm tiles to a higher priority than the conveyor receptacles, don't we? Is that not the case? Oh no, this is just full of plastic. Yeah. I guess just deconstruct and reconstruct these. Yeah, we've ended up with Sweetle eggs in there. Great. We'll deconstruct and reconstruct these. Oxygen temperature is still a little too high. We may have given people too much stuff to do. It's flooded. Thermonullifier. That's alright. We can mop that up. This ice is all slowly melting, that's okay. We've actually got most of the gas out of here. And it does look like all the polluted water has been filtered out of here, which is good. So we'll have to do something with all this. Let's have a think about the construction priorities. As tempting as it is... yeah, let's set this to priority 7. Get these replaced first so we don't have to keep manually reloading all of these. Dimitri just needs some good food. Yeah, there's Dimitri. What are you going to grab? You're going to grab some barbecue. Good. Yeah, there you go. Now you've got morale. Good job. The poor expression on his face. I feel so bad. Right, Wind and Archie, you can have cooking too. It's all good. What do you mean toilets? We're fine, dude. But it is going to take a while to just dump all this stuff in this room. Wake up, people! We have work to do! That's fine. You found the slime biome? That's good. What about Marie Curie? What do you want? You know, I feel like hazmat digging should give, like, digging excavation points. Like, it's so expensive in terms of morale. Like, why shouldn't it? I'm just gonna give you operating. Yeah, you're removing all of these now, so we'll rebuild those. We'll need to re-empty these. So I'm just going to yellow alert these. Receptacles, they can go up here. Pressing the wrong button. So now if I have a look at the conveyor overlay, looks like it's just sulfur on there now. Okay, good. The dupe with allergies is annoying you. Yeah, so what I like to do is I like to put all the dupes with allergies on one planet without the stuff, and then the other dupes can go on the other planets. So this is the allergy-free planet. Right, let's set these again. That's set to priority 9. So you know what? Yeah, let's grab you. At this point. Let's wrangle you. Get in my range. Who's gonna come collect Mr. Grubgrub? Oh yeah, we've got the critter rename mod on. People can rename themselves, rename critters after themselves if they really feel like it. We've already named all of our dupes, so perhaps you can be the Grubgrub. Aristotle is on their way to collect them. It's hilarious. Can you pilot the asteroid without any rocketry? I mean, if you go to the skills menu, so the rocketry skill, you do need the rocket skill to actually get someone piloting a rocket. But unless you're doing that, you don't really need it. You do need it to get exosuits, though, so we've ended up giving it to everyone anyways, so that we can get the exosuit training. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty useless. Still waiting for Devon. Yeah, me too. I'm definitely waiting for some more dupes. When we were on Badlands Boffins, we had 40 dupes by now. The bane of not being able to overload on dupes. Who's going to come collect this guy? Sweetle. It's the same old guy. I'm not sure that bag is big enough for a Grubgrub, but I appreciate the hustle. And I should definitely start putting plastic ladders in here as soon as I can. Here you go, you are a Grubgrub. So how this room works is... So you'll see all the automation in here now. So there's no critters in this little bit. So this is a green signal. These ranches aren't full, so this is a green signal. Because this is a green signal, that makes this red. So this hasn't activated yet. But the door is open. So the Grubgrub will not be able to wander in here. Hold on, I need to configure that critter sensor. What did I do that critter sensor as again? Let me just check. Oh, I don't think I actually looked earlier. So it needs to open this. I think it's just literally... Yeah. So if it's above 0, then this will open. I can't remember. I'm gonna go look at... I'm gonna go look at the other save. I should be able to remember. And it's now late in the day. Gonna have a look. Gonna have some fish time. Gonna have some vanilla Coca-Cola time. How the fishies do? Yeah, doing all right. I'm very glad the snails were alive. I did take a screenshot, but I didn't take a screenshot of the right bit. I needed to hover over that that critter sensor, and I didn't. It's not my smartest move. Oh well. We've loaded in. Yeah, I'm so glad the snails were alive in the main tank, because I felt really bad. I thought Whiskers chomped them all, but nah, it's okay. Ooh, that's an interesting effect going on. Your laptop crashed? Nice. So we just literally have this set to send green signal if above 1 critter. Yeah, and then if this is a green signal and the ranches are all full, then this will open up and start drowning critters. Okay. Let's go back. So above 1. Ah, yes, the game crashed. As it always does. The game does tend to crash when you're trying to reload. So let me just find that again quickly. They need to fix that. It's so annoying that the game crashes when you're trying to reload after a few times. I mean, part of me wonders whether it's like an intentional choice, like whether they don't want people to save scum, so they just have it crash every 3rd reload. Is that a game crash or a mod crash? I mean, I don't know for certain, but it's not giving you the usual crash window. It literally cuts out immediately. And I'm pretty sure it's done it without mods in the past. It's very annoying. I don't think the game always did that. I think it was introduced fairly recently. Whiskers has come to say hello. Whiskers greets you all. Let's see. So we're back here now. Let's go and give this above 1 critters only. That's fine. do the same thing over here. So now we've got our Grubgrub in here. Grubgrub is very polite. He's hanging out. Eventually they'll wander over here. I think it runs out of memory because it does not release previous memory when loading, so it keeps piling up. Well, that's not good. Yeah, so now the Grubgrub is in here, technically, because it only takes up one tile. Then the door seals. Grubgrub is now in this room. This waits 5 seconds, opens the door. The Grubgrub can now wander in here. The head is the only tile that matters in terms of position. So then that door opens again, this door closes, and then the Grubgrub gets sent down here, and he's very upset about it. Oh, the poor Grubgrub. It's like, I have been betrayed. Yeah, so now this room is opened. That should not be... That should be 6. No, that should be 5. Yeah, there you go. Send me a log file and it'll probably say. I could. I'm not sure I'm gonna bother. I think lots of people have been having the same issue. Yeah, now Grubgrub is in here. He will give all the plants a Grubgrub rub when someone actually comes around to plant them. We're running pretty low on coal. We do have solar panels over here. Perhaps I'll set up more solar power. Put log file on stream for some live debugging. Nah, I've got too much stuff to do. There's always too much stuff to do in this game. Also, these are too cold now. That's not good. Sweep this up. Yeah, we do have proper food now. I think we can just remove these. So I'm going to get them to remove these. Nobody likes mealwoods. They're literally making my dupes depressed. Who's unreachable? No, you're fine. Also, it's nice not having long commutes. We haven't had long commutes in ages. I don't think. Let's speed up again. Yeah, now I just got sulfur in these. That's nice. Planted our first lot of plants. We do still need to build all this infrastructure. If you expand as needed, you kind of don't get long commute. I mean, you say that, but... we do. I can't remember the last time we didn't have long commute. And we don't seem to have it at the moment. Although I guess it's because our dupes aren't all that busy. There is a little bit of hanging around going on. We got raw egg. That's not good. I think we probably had an egg in here that was cracked. Oh well. I guess we can make omelets now. Go for it. Make an omelet. And I'll probably tell you to do the same thing in the other base. Yes, make omelets. Omelette de fromage. See, this base is the nice right temperature. This base is still too hot. But we'll sort that out another day. Not having dupes with supplier and also sort of removes long commute, like the operator would get their own stuff. Yeah, that's true. So what's actually left for you guys to do? So you're building these pipes, you're removing the mealwoods at the moment. Fair enough. Whenever you guys end up doing like a big task together, you always end up farting next to each other and startling each other. Like, I would think that if you were in a colony entirely full of flatulent dupes, they would all get used to the farting. And they wouldn't be like, oh, someone farted, what a surprise. But no, they're always surprised. I don't think it has any actual effect though. I think it's just to tell you that, hey, the dupe's farting, you might want to worry about that at some point. Also, I love how this whole area is just filled up with natural gas. We didn't let any zombie spores out, which is good. And apparently the temperature down here is also low enough that they haven't been getting scalded, which is nice. So we will want to grab more stuff out of here. That's fine. Everyone's just like, I will now go do the thing. We'll eventually do something with that. Oh, and now you are scolding. Oh, whatever. Whatever, you'll be fine. I mean, what we did is we just dumped a load of water in here and that soaked up a lot of the heat and got it just below scalding. What CPU do I have? I think I actually have on my Twitch page, I have a bit in the About section that has my PC specs. But I think you're the first person that's asked that. You're building the wire? Yeah, you are building a wire, that's fine. Yeah, now that I'm not running, now that I'm not running my internet browser on the other window for monitoring purposes, I'm running it on a separate computer now. That is helping a lot. You kind of know that people have specs at the... You are aware that we are running the game on something that isn't literally a potato. Yeah, get this all built. Skills, what skills? Galileo, you can have building. So the eggs are multiplying, that is good. It's gonna take a little while. You are slowly delivering all these plants. I just want you to build all these rails. So I love the structural integrity algae up here. That's a classic base feature right there. Let's use the traffic overlay. Let's put some plastic ladders in. Let's just ladder this whole bit here. And then this whole bit here. That should be fine. That should help with the commuting. Yeah, they are building this rail now. That's good. The ladders are not that important. That could be priority 5. This oxygen will cool down a bit once this stops erupting. Hopefully. Right, no more farters, so I guess we'll take some water. Yeah, looks like the sulfur is draining now that the geyser is no longer active. That will reactivate in 56 cycles. But that's fine. We have loads of sulfur from around the map that we're going to put in here as well. Solid sulfur is a pretty bad conductor, so I'm just going to dump solid sulfur in here too. Keep sending that over. So I don't think it's going to overheat stuff too much. We'll just eventually want to dump all the sulfur over here anyways. So let's see. So you just need to build the conveyor receptacles and it will actually be bringing the sulfur over to this. Surely. I'm just going to speed through at this point. I just want to see them get this done. And then once it's all actually built, my brain can start figuring out whether there's anything wrong with it. Yeah, you're all awake again now. That's fine. Yeah, so you built the bridge, now the sulfur is moving back up here. This conveyor receptacles full of sulfur, so these will start getting loaded once the plants are actually planted here. Yeah, I learned to not think about too much things or else I'd just be paused for minutes. Yeah, like, at this point, I'm just trying to compartmentalize myself into doing like one major thing per stream and making sure I'm doing it properly. Because otherwise I'm just going to get distracted between too many projects and we're going to end up with a save that I don't ultimately want to continue. But we've pretty well avoided that with this run so far, I think. Like, we're on cycle 350. The longest I've actually gone is cycle 670, and I can't believe it's so low. It probably helps that we don't have a huge amount of dupes. But I mean, considering this is a spaced out run with the cluster start, not the big asteroid, I think we're doing pretty well actually having hung on this long so far. This is definitely the longest I've hung on with the spaced out cluster settings. Yeah, these are all fertilized now, except for these ones. These are getting fertilized automatically now, which is good. The Grubgrub will start having things to rub. Gesundheit. Yeah, there we go. Look, he's giving it a rub. So when they have a rub, they grow 50% faster as well. The Sweetle tending is only a 5% bonus. It's not very large. It doesn't really affect the throughput that much, but the Grubgrub really does. So we're eventually going to have to supplement the sulfur on this planet with the sour gas spoiler. That is definitely a thing we're going to have to do. But it's good to have all the infrastructure to going anyways. Like, if we start to run out of sulfur, we'll just stop growing the plants. It's not too much of an issue. Yeah, keep working on these conveyor rails. But I think we're gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna have to go out into space soon to start getting more metal ore for things. Is there any spaced out seed that's metal rich and is geoactive? I mean, so the thing about the spaced out seeds is because the asteroids are so small, the asteroid selection is a lot less random. I find that geoactive doesn't tend to make a big difference, and I'm not sure you can actually... Yeah, I mean, have a look on there for geoactive. I'm not sure I was able to find geoactive asteroids on Spaced Out. But if you want to find an asteroid that's metal rich, starting on the metallic volcanic asteroid is pretty good because it's often full of metal craters. There's metal volcanoes there. But yeah, there's a lot less variance in the Spaced Out asteroids than there are in the classic asteroids in terms of geysers and things. Metallic swamp asteroid. Yeah, that's the correct name for it. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that start when I did that a while ago. We're actually getting pretty close to getting done. That's good. Yeah, so now you're just deconstructing all this pipe. So let's see. This is still filling with random crap. We have sulfur going up here. I don't think we really have any sucrose in here yet. Where is the sucrose? Let's add it to the list. So that's in consumable ore. Yeah, we don't have any sucrose at the moment. So we need the sucrose to go down here. This is where eggshell will go. Wait. No, this is where eggshell will go. And then this is where edible stuff will go. Right, so that is our conveyor system. It's sorting out all the eggs, all the food. And then the Sweetle eggs are going back in here. Getting dumped back in that room. Is this set? No, this isn't set. Okay. Sweetle eggs. And then the Grubgrub eggs are going up to the Grubgrub branch via this. So this should work properly. But I guess we'll just have to let it run and see. We are getting all the Grubgrubs. More skills. So Aristotle, you can have building. So that's kind of the thing I wanted to do today done. So now it's probably just going to be a little bit of tidying up. So let's, before I forget, let's go back to this asteroid. And let's get rid of the random gas tiles over here, because this is going to annoy me. Let me get rid of that carbon dioxide. I mean, there's a lot of polluted water in here now. Because this is going to want to sink, but this whole bottom area is covered in polluted water. No real easy way for me to move that. I could... Okay, let's just do this quickly. We'll replace these with normal tiles. And then we'll remove one of them. The carbon dioxide will end up in there. And then we'll just tile over it and that should delete it. But yeah, we'll leave the Sweetle Grubgrub stuff to just run for a bit and see how that goes. And we'll just get some tidying up done over here. There is also a natural gas tile up here. I think if I deconstruct this tile, it should rise up here. Gamers rise up. Natural gas rise up. And then we can delete it by replacing this tile. Hopefully. We'll stop this running for now. Giovanni's on his way to save the day. So this should just push the liquid out of the way. It shouldn't delete it. We will need to eventually send this polluted water somewhere as well. But I'm sure that's not going to be an issue. So let's see. Natural gas should head up there. Hopefully. We'll see. Let's speed 3 it for now. Yeah, there we go. That's gone there. So now we can replace this tile. And that should delete this because the gas pressure is too high for it to exit. We don't necessarily need to make this out of obsidian, but it does look heckin' cool. So, why not? Push that water out of the way. Yeah, there you go. Oh, we'll need to temporarily turn these off. So let's just cancel this for now. Oh no, that's not working. Let's just do it with the automation wire instead. There you go. So we need to sweep this. The natural gas has been deleted out of here. That only appeared because someone went in this room without a suit and farted in there before getting scolded. Truly a pro gamer move that was. And then, yeah, sweep this up. You guys aren't busy. I know someone's going to come do it. Yeah, Albert will do it. You're really going to have one different person do each individual tile. It's hilarious. Good job. Right, then we can deconstruct this. It's very stylish. You can have prop tending, that's fine. I should revisit everyone's priorities at some point. Probably when everyone's asleep. So now there's a little tile there, and the carbon dioxide should just fall right in. So I guess this is a pretty good tutorial for how to get rid of just random gas particles that end up in your room. That's going to take a while. To sort of sink over there. It should eventually drift over there. Just going to wait. Watch and wait. It's only 9 grams, it probably won't actually affect anything. But it's just annoying me. In the meantime, the dupe's just running on the wheels, so they are getting their exercise. Oh, that was close. Oh, there we go, hold on. It's almost going to do it. There's so much pressure in here. It's kind of laughable that this 9 grams is going to push out the 200 grams-ish. But it should happen. Maybe it won't happen. Give it a little bit longer. Neo Rezia Gaming. Neo named a dupe in the previous section of the stream when I had to close it early. So Neo Rezia, you're going to go towards suits. Actually very tempted to just find like a slickster or something and try and put him in here. Come on, you know you want to fall in the hole. It's a sussy place for a battery, doesn't it overheat when the vent is dormant? We do have a cooling loop running past all of this. And it doesn't usually end up with no gas in here, because there isn't ever no gas in here, because this is where all the dupe's farts are stored. All the dupe's farts end up in this room and help interface with this battery to keep it cool. So that's how that works. Hey Fungus, how you doing? We finished some Sweetle and Grubgrub branches, and at the moment I'm just trying to wait for this carbon dioxide to fall in the hole. I'm hoping it will actually fall in the hole, because I don't want to get rid of it any other way. I mean, maybe there is a simpler way. I'm kind of hoping it will just fall over. Because we've disabled these natural gas generators in the meantime. It doesn't look like it wants to sink. No, it was right there. I don't think this is gonna work. Let's I might not even worry about this. It's not gonna actually affect anything. It's not causing the polluted... Oh, there it is. Hold on, it did it. Hold the phone, it did the thing. There you go. So now if we build the tile over here, this should delete that. Hope you guys are having fun speaking in Russian. Does that actually show up on my chat in on the left? Is that Russian? Is that Cyrillic? Oh, yeah, Cyrillic. Yeah, build the tile. I'm still collecting all the stuff off here and grabbing it in here. That's fine. We do have 6 Grubgrub eggs in there already. That's pretty impressive. We do still have 5 Sweetle eggs in there. I'm kind of worried we're going to end up with all the Grubgrubs before we end up with the Sweetles, and they're going to run out of sucrose. Yes, build this tile, please. There we go. So now all the carbon dioxide is good. And then we can just replace this with mesh, and then that will work again. So let's just reconnect the automation here. All good. Good stuff. So that's been tidied up there. I don't think there was anything else over here that needed tidying up. I mean, this does. The sulfur gas at 830 degrees. I don't want to touch this with a barge pole. I don't think I'm even going to bother with that for now. Extra fancy beds. Yeah, we have the... Oh, I forgot some drywall. There you go. Have some drywall. Yeah, we have the loot box beds on this planet. Staycation cots. They're quite nice. So if you haven't done this yet, you can go to the supply closet, check shipments. You can just link your Steam account to the Clay rewards page, and you can get all sorts of interesting things for your duplicants. Like we have the puff bed, which we're not using on this playthrough, but we do have that because we have the puffed in real life. I was just covering it with my arm. Hold on. Oh, stupid overlay. There it is. There's the puffed. I like this music as well. I wish this music would play in more places. Like Paul's stuff. Yeah. I like all this stuff. We have the portraits. I think we have these somewhere. There's clothes, and there's different balloons for the balloon artists. So yeah, go pick up your free random decor stuff. Yes, 10 cent bought clay, and now we have loot boxes. Yes, but we haven't had to pay for it yet, so I'm alright with it, and it's just cosmetic, so I don't have a problem with it. Also, our dupes are all going to end up wearing the spiffy overalls anyways, so... But yes, I'm sad that you can't just set a default thing for all balloon artists. You have to go through each individual dupe and set that overjoyed response. Which is quite annoying. But yeah, we have Sweetles, we have Grubgrubs. We made a critter dropper based off Leofarr's design, which is much more simple than the previous design and makes my head hurt less. Also, we should actually crush fossil here, because we are going to occasionally dig fossil over here. But yeah, we've got this all set up with conveyors now. Sweetles will wander over here and drop in as the ranches need filling, and after that they'll all wander in over here. But we'll need to wait probably about 50 cycles to check that it's all working properly. The benefit is once you collect all the different balloons, you'll be able to see a ton of different ones at once. That is true. And then you can tell which dupe is overjoyed by which balloons everyone has. That is very true. So, let's see. What else are we going to do today? Well, we have got food going in the freezer now. It's not quite cold enough. Why is that? I'm going to need to set this to be a bit colder. Let's set this to -30. And we've got a load of random hydrogen here. You put a freezer over the ice fossil, lol. No, it's an ice block. We need a dupe to come sculpt this. But I disabled the access because I don't want them to fart. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell someone to manually put a suit on and then come over here. So who's the decorator? Yeah, I didn't want them farting in the freezer. Let's see. Decorator is Archimegus. So Archimegus specifically is allowed in here for now. And then we're gonna go make Archimegus put on a suit. Also, Archimegus can actually have decorating. Because I believe they have Masterworks now, they do. That's good. I never use those ice blocks. I don't normally either, but I thought it's a freezer. So like we might as well have an ice block in there for the decor. How do you make them fart in the right place? You don't. You really don't. They fart wherever they want. They don't. When they're in a suit, they'll fart in the suit and the fart will be released when they take the suit off. So that's how we handle it outside the map. But most of the time, it's just random natural gas floating around the base. And we have a pump down here that sifts out all the natural gas and pumps it up to this room with the natural gas geyser, where we have all of the gas-producing buildings. And that keeps the battery cool with the farts conducting the heat with the cooling loop. And then it all gets shifted over here via this drip pump, also Leofarr's design. I'm stealing a lot of his stuff. And then this is an infinite storage for natural gas in here, so the polluted water doesn't off-gas. And also, we're very, very slowly getting all of the petroleum out of this room. This is an oil well that we've rigged to work off of our excess bathroom water. For no really good reason. I mean, the reason was I didn't want to hook it up to bristle blossoms because I don't want the allergens. And we don't have trees or thimbleweed yet. So we didn't have any plants that just consume polluted water. So this seemed sensible, but I mostly just did it because it was funny. You know, that's the best logic to have when it comes to this game. Right, I think what I actually need to do is I want to come in here and get rid of the CO2. This is going to go dormant in 18 cycles. The problem is, if I open this up, then it's going to conduct heat across here. And this is way hotter than this, which I don't want. It's not actually that hot in here. So we could very quickly put a gas pump in here made out of steel and vent the stuff up here. And what I'll do is I'll set this pump to work only if it detects CO2. Seems sensible. So we need gas element sensor to go here. This could be lead. This could be lead here as well. Also, I just noticed, again, my phone's sensor chip, it's censored the words "them farts," "lamau," and "ruffle mayo" on my phone. I need to tweak my phone settings. So we'll catch this, we'll finish this off once it stops erupting temporarily, and that should be good enough. Yeah, there we go. Now that's done. So let's remove this quickly. Then we can get the CO2 out of here at least, because that's not going to help with the steam condensing. My phone did nothing wrong. There. Plus ratio. Right, so yeah, we're gonna, yeah, you guys should get to doing this fairly quickly. Do not let the natural gas in this room, please. You guys should be on this like a car bonnet. I'm hoping. There you go. You did the thing, and oh, would you look at that? We farted in here because I forgot to give him the suit. Oh. You know what? That's fine. We'll, I'll sort that out quickly, too. We can delete that the same way we deleted the other gas pockets. I knew I was going to do something like that and forget this. But it is important we get this done. Yeah, build all this stuff, please. At least this won't overheat now that we've got steel. I mean, it won't actually compromise the freezer anyways. I just want to get rid of it because it annoys me. But the freezer would still operate fine with the natural gas bubble in there. The freezer would operate... Actually, oh yeah, the natural gas isn't a sterile environment, but it's not going to touch the food ever. So it's not really an issue. Big OCD energy. Well, it's more that, like... I'm trying to find stuff to do for like the next half an hour because we did the main thing I wanted to do today in a bit less time than I thought we would. So I might as well just generally tidy up. But the next thing that really needs to be done over here is actually getting the base temperature right, because it's still too hot in here. The oxygen is coming out too hot. We've kind of overstressed our cooling loop, to be honest. I mean, one way of solving it would just be to put some supercoolant in this, but we don't have any supercoolant. So what we got in the pod? Still no farters. I guess we'll take a pipsqueak. There you go. Having to wait on your basement to build 2 more sour gas boilers. Not right. It's gonna take a long time. Fair enough. That is something to do. We could do a sour gas boiler at some point with this, but I want to go into space and do all that first. I want to get actual refined metal production online. Right, let's build the insulated tile here for now, and then we can delete this and rebuild it. And no one will really mind. Yes, please actually just do this. I've never made a sour gas boiler. I have a plan, but I've never actually done it on stream. I've done a couple of petroleum boilers. But yes, that will definitely be something to look forward to. You're all still asleep. We have lots of glossy Drecos now, that's good. We have a few more Drecos running around in here. This room is not quite full. Leofarr, get out of the way, I need a wrangle. Yeah, here we go. Un omelette. I need to put the omelette on this list as well. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so build that, remove this tile. Finish all of this. Before this erupts, please. Archimedes, I believe in you. Well, this won't activate anyways yet. Steam is coming out, I just don't want it to over-pressurize. I think it might not be over-pressurizing, to be honest. I think it might be cold enough, but I don't want to risk it. That can be carbon dioxide. What was this set to before? Why is it running at the moment? Yeah, there you go. So now, yeah, grabbing carbon dioxide. It's not venting over here. We need a high pressure vent here. It's fine. You can trick these fairly easily, but I'm not going to bother. We have the plastic. See, these are already overheating again. So let's see. Ventilation, we'll put a high pressure gas vent here. Then we'll need... So then, now the natural gas should just be up here. There. And then we can reseal this. Can't wait to stop making steel. I tested killing all my Pacus and got double my frames. Nice. Yeah, we're not doing Pacus this time. We want to save our frames for other things. Also, the pipsqueak is on the loose. They're a silly goose. With a big caboose. Yeah. Yeah, please build that. Yeah, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference to you, Fungus. What with your... How many dupes have you got now? 210? Is that about right? Also, Farthless Crumb. I know you earned a skill point, but like... Oh, actually, yeah, your morale's doing better now. I can give you more skills. Let's give you tidying. Right, there we go. Dupes are sorted. We do have some long hair slicksters that are just eating all this oxygen we're just pumping out here. Should probably murder them. $209 now. Very nice. Who's actually coming down here? Oh, I must be doing it. Dimitri is. It's fine. You can sweep all of this water up. So at the moment, our cooling loop here is cooling this intermittently down to 95C. This steam turbine, which is about 60 kDTUs constantly. This whole area over here with the transformers, which is now relatively chilly. This oil well is not thermally insulated. I should actually vacuum this. That would be something good to do. How am I going to do that, though? Because I need a dupe to be able to come down here. I could vacuum this bit out. I could put a ladder here, vacuum this little bit out. I guess just put a tile here. Yeah. And then we can just leave the oil here, maybe? Do something like that. There's gas in here. I should be able to pump this out fairly quickly with a gas pump if I actually seal it up. I bricked quite a few things. I mean, to be honest, we have a vacuum over here. Perhaps I should just... We have a liquid lock over here. Perhaps I should just open this up and pump out the gas this way. But we need to stop this heat from leaking out of here. So that should be sealed now. I'm actually just going to remove this, and we're going to pump the gas out of here. Except we did not put a place to put the vent. Well, I guess that can go... Yeah, because the vent used to go up here, but obviously now that's not going to work. I guess we'll do this. That's fine. Just deconstruct this. We'll vent the whole area here. Then we'll reseal this. I'm a bit paranoid with these liquid locks, just in case we get a dupe running around without a suit who farts in a vacuum and then there's suddenly heat transfer. So we usually have a gas pump in every liquid lock we have, and there's usually like a proper vacuum bit that will reseal itself. Like we've got one here, we got one here, we got one here. We don't normally need to come in here, so this is just a temporary thing, just in case we need temporary access. We don't have one here because it doesn't need to be heat sealed, because this whole area outside the map is cooled. Oh, I'm muted again. You guys are just sarcastic talking. I was wondering why you were saying that. What was I even saying? Yeah, it's very cute. Sweepy keeps the Abyssalite company. And they have a fun time. Sweepy is very productive. Actually, mostly just filling this with seeds from the plants. The occasional stale meal ice. They live a blissful life. God damn it. Right, now can one of you actually do this? No, you're all busy drinking soda. And watching other people drink soda. Alright, we're gonna go for one more cycle. We'll get this vacuumed out. And we'll think more about this tomorrow. We're gonna come back to Oxygen Not Included tomorrow. But realistically, we're probably gonna start our space program. Because we need to get to other asteroids now. I mean, I could do something with the hot oxygen vent, but like, really, who cares? We probably should do that. That probably won't take the whole day though. We'll probably do that at the same time as the other stuff. Why are we missing plastic again? It's because I made all those plastic ladders. Send more plastic. There you go. Can't wait for you to fix up the sticks to farm when you get Visco Gel. I don't think I've made Visco Gel yet. Feels bad. Skills. Keep skilling everyone up. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done it. The mind boggles. I don't remember ever making it. We made super coolant. But to be honest, I just don't get very far in this game before I restart. Compared to a lot of you guys. Which is partly why I'm trying to do this run. The Flip Farters. Because I wanted a smaller scale run that I'm not going to restart as quickly. Because I'm going to sort everything out properly and we're not going to have too many dupes to fix anything. And we're not going to run out of frames. Because that's usually what causes me to restart, is when the FPS gets too bad. Yeah, you need to build that vent, and you need to build this vent. Yeah, so now we'll actually get the CO2 out of here. And probably some steam will also come out of here. But that's fine. We have a lot of carbon dioxide in here. Yeah, build this vent, please. And then, well, now we'll actually let all this gas out of here. This should vent fairly quickly. And then we'll reseal this so that this vacuum bit is independent of this vacuum bit. Because we've only got a little bit of oil up here. And I just want to be doubly sure that we're not going to transfer a load of heat into the base. I should actually make this, get rid of the Abyssalite here at some point. Just in case I need to put wires through this. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to break any of this. What do you mean pipe blocked? Gas vent over pressure? Oh, right. You need to sweep all of this now. Yeah, go ahead and do that. There you go. Have some oil. Now you guys are grabbing all the rotten meal ice and bringing it over there. Nice. Yeah, I guess we did have some meal ice rot over here. I lied. But yeah, this room should vent fairly quickly. Egg counts are more or less the same as they were before. Yeah, at this point, I basically just want to vacuum this room and then end the day. Yeah, I think the design is working properly. We're certainly getting some food over here, and it's certainly going to get frozen. We do just have someone cooking all the time at the moment, which is fine. You need lights, actually. That was a bit of an oversight. Let's put some lights in here. So let's see. We can put a ceiling light here. What about a motion sensor? I'm going to do this. Put a motion sensor here and then a light here. That's fine. And then I'll just need to build an extra tile here. That's okay. But yeah, we need the extra cooking speed. Because you have a lot of cooking to do. We want everyone to be eating cooked food. Which in this case is roast grubfruit nuts. Oh, yeah. I like streaming on weekends, but I don't usually have time. Like, I usually stream on weekdays because it's a time of the evening between work and going to bed where there's nothing else I really feel like doing. Whereas at the weekend, I usually have other projects that need doing, like the like sorting out the wedding, like housework and stuff. You're actually gonna get in the shower. You're just gonna stand around outside the shower. What a creep. But yeah, it is nice doing the occasional weekend stream. I do like these plants. These are my favorite plants. They just look cool. How's this going? Yeah, that's venting well. Kept these ladders here because we just want to be able to access this top row. I'll think about something to put here eventually. Maybe we'll just put some marble statues here. That's a thing we could do. We actually do have the more marble sculptures mod re-enabled. Let's put those there. I still have the berry sludge reserve. I do. We have 180,000 calories of berry sludge. So we can use that for some rocket travel. I am gonna grow sleep beet at some point, but we're gonna do it with the actual cold water rather than the pips, because I've already done the pips approach on one of my previous runs, and that took a while to get set up, like ages. And I want to do it the other way because I've never done it the other way before. We'll leave the little brain here. That's fine. Yeah, now I've got a Masterworks guy. We can actually get these done. We'll see what they look like. I need to remove. Oh, I need to remove this backing panel. Oh, that's annoying. That's okay. We'll do that. Maybe start with grubfruit reserves and keep the berry sludge when they start going off. What is it? 40 cycles? Yeah, maybe. Where's the grubfruit reserve? I thought we had some. No, I guess we don't. Neorizia Gaming, come delete this thing, please. Archimegus is hacking away at the model. Let's see what we get. We got the toadstool, and we can redecorate it how we want. We've got the mods so we can get lots of different ones. There is a lack of toads in this game. Oh, there's another one. You did that automatically with your super productive. Very cool. And then we have the red panda over here. Nice. So now we need... Oh no, all the hydrogen is escaping into space. Just kidding. Now we need to build drywall over here. We don't need to, but I'm going to. We're down to micrograms in here. That's good. Yeah, there you go. So now you actually have a lit workspace. Good job. Now we're going to vacuum in here. That's good. So there'll be less temperature movement over there. I'm going to set this back to 95. Because now the condensation shouldn't be as much of an issue. And we want to be cooling this water as little as possible. We just need it to condense. Because ideally, I would like to keep this all in the same loop. And just cool the oxygen down. It occurs to me that I'm also cooling down this hydrogen, and we don't really need to do that. We've got a large amount of hydrogen here. Did I get the last package stuff in the game? I think that's tied to the new update, isn't it? The water blast update with the meteor blasters. I mean, let me have a check. No, because I unlocked a load of yellow stuff. So no, I don't think we have that yet. Because I think we'll be able to grab that on the main server once they add the blueprint interface up here. But I'm not going to worry about that until then. And let's see, you can have cooking, that seems fine. Just in case you occasionally do some cooking. Yeah, nice that we actually have a vacuum in here now. This is now a vacuum, so this has all been taken out. That's good. Put this back here. When's the update? I'm not sure. They're still fixing bugs and adding art and stuff, so I would imagine probably not for another week, is what I would estimate. Yeah, build that tile. We'll get to the end of the cycle, and then I'll go raid someone, because I've got to get to bed. But, it has been productive. We fixed a few minor things, and we've also built the Sweetle and Grubgrub branches, and they're actually working. Oh, actually, that's something to do. Hold on. We can drywall stuff up here now, I think. Let's do that. So, I think I was going to make this all yellow. I was going to make this all yellow. Because this is the asteroid river impede themselves. But we're going to drywall this bit first, because we know that this is just going to be white. And then, yeah, we'll do some yellow bits in here. We'll make all these rooms yellow. We're just going to keep filling these with recreation-related things. So then, doing this. I do really like these new drywalls. It probably won't be that visible in here, but that's fine. Everyone gets to enjoy the yellow cake sweets. Oh, why are we making this all out of sandstone? Balls, balls, balls. Yes, this should all be granite. That's fine. Not actually that time-consuming to fix. I mean, if I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it correctly. That one extra decor per tile could make all the difference. It's the last thing that's letting Dimitri hold on for dear life. I feel like we're slowly making Pac-Man. Man, this is going to be a weird look. I might even just keep this look and go into the actual ranches with it. We'll see how it looks on its own. Ah! Just disappears into nothingness. My decor! Yeah, we'll get them to build all of this first, and then we'll see what it looks like. But I will wrap up at the end of the cycle. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's gone today. No more farters. Oh, so I do have another idea for a run. Like, I'm not going to stop flip farters anytime soon. But the next run, I want to do the actual Somnium synthesizer, because we've got it disabled on this run, because we didn't want to bother filling it up space with it. The only story trait I've got at the moment is the Mysterious Hermit. But I want to do the Somnium synthesizer at one point, because I don't think I'm going to do it apart from a dedicated run, because it's kind of not really worth it at the moment. But we're gonna do sleepy sausages. We're gonna have all the dupes be narcoleptic, and we'll try and build the Somnium synthesizer. But we're not gonna do that until we're done with flip farters. So that's a plan for the next run, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Because I want to get as far into the late game as I can with these guys, and you know how slow I am at this game. Yeah, hopefully they can get all this stuff finished on time, and then we'll just have to see how these go as we set up the space program, this thing as well. We're gonna put the puffs in this area, I think, between the chlorine vent and the oil biome. I do have a plan for them, but we need to actually go get some puffs from space at some point. Let's go all achievements one day. Maybe. I don't really care about that. Like, I'm gonna go for the achievements that I don't have already, but I don't really care about all achievements, to be honest. Maybe do a clay farm from this vent? Yeah, that's true. I mean, what I'm actually thinking is either clay farm for ceramic, or we just feed this to puffs. Because we're going to have squeaky puffs anyways. We could just give this to puffs. Because it's not germy, it's just hot. We could probably even fit this to our current cooling loop, and that would be fine. Yeah, keep building all these wedges. Let's see what a complete set of these actually looks like. Also, deconstruct the ladders. You don't need these ladders here. They're like 90 grams per second PO2. Yeah, I know it's not a lot. Yeah. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Also, I'm going to do one more cycle. It is certainly a look. Yeah, I like it. It looks retro. Right, I'm actually gonna do this over here. So this is gonna be a pain. I do know that the pattern will fit neatly in the room. Well, this is not going to be pleasant. We'll see how quickly they get this done relative to me actually doing it. Yeah, this is going to be a yellow colony. No, that's not right. Yeah, I will be back tomorrow at my usual time. We will be doing more Oni. And then Tuesday, we're either going to go back to Dyson Sphere program, or I'm going to continue my Noita run, because it's going pretty well. And I do still want to get that those final 2 achievements in that game. So I would like to go back to that. But I also want to carry on with Dyson Sphere program, because that game's really fun. But tomorrow will be Oni again. There must be a quicker way to do this. Oh yeah, we can swipe vertically now. That's true. Ah, yes. There we go. Yeah. So the starting one is going to be annoying. But we can go across pretty easily afterwards. Or we can just screw it up like that. Yeah, that's actually okay. Good. That was taking way too long. I was kind of worried it was just going to overwrite everything. Yeah, there we go. Then I'm literally going to do the same thing down here. I think I may need to set up a separate cooling loop for these mealwoods. Because the Drecos are just not getting fed consistently. And I don't want to keep dropping ice temperature plates in here. Like, the base oxygen should be cold enough that it's not an issue, but it's not getting that cold. While we're figuring out the quirks with that little steam vent. Can you build some of those drop pattern? We built those, the rainy prints. They're pretty cool. I did do them on the Badlands Boffins run, so you can see what they look like on YouTube. But we can build some over here. I mean, that's what they look like. They're just sort of the blue pattern here. Now I'm in a dangerous position because these probably aren't going to be... Oh, wait, no, we can't do that. These probably aren't going to be finished at the end of the cycle. I want to take a screenshot of what it looks like at the end of the cycle. So... This is appealing to me. Why was it letting me do that earlier without interfering with the tile? Annoying. Right, so that's one lot of this done. I'm going to leave this until later because I don't know exactly what to do with that yet. Then this one's a little bit smaller, so let's do that as well. I could do this in time with the music if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Actually, this probably makes more sense doing it like this. No. I need to wrap this up soon. You know, I'll probably just make the thumbnail the shot of the Grubgrub from earlier falling through the hole. That was really amusing to me. Right, so now, if I rotate this... Yeah, that should be a bit faster. Oh, you're right. I could have dragged it down here and then cancelled these. I just didn't want them to start building it halfway through. Okay, so that's all the drywall. This is going to be hideous. Lemon-scented ranches. I like it. Right, I'm going to wrap it up because otherwise I'm not going to get to bed on time. But thank you for watching. It's been lovely. We did actually get the Sweetle and Grubgrub ranches done, and I was kind of worried I was never going to properly do that. But Leofarr's critter dropper I think does work. We'll need to debug it as the critters come in, but that should be fine. Yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate the company as always. It's nice doing a weekend stream of Oni for a change, especially because I didn't stream on Friday, and I felt bad because I wanted to stream, but I just didn't really feel well enough. But there we are. I'll be back tomorrow with more Oxygen Not Included. I usually play Mondays to Fridays, 7:30 to 10:30-ish GMT. It has been daylight savings, so we're now an hour further on in the day. The best way to know when and what I'm going to be streaming is to follow me on Twitch, or to join the Discord group, and you'll get notifications when I go live, what I'm doing, etc. And I also have a YouTube channel where I upload all the VODs and some meme and discussion videos. Most of it's Oxygen Not Included. There's some stuff to do with Noita on there, Potion Craft, the other games that I've played. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. I really appreciate it. It's been a really nice day, to be honest. So let me go find someone to raid. I'll be back in a sec. Bye for now. That was an ad. There is someone who I'm thinking of raiding. I just want to see what they're actually doing. I just want to check it's the right person. Alrighty. There we go. I'm going to go raid T-Brew. He plays Oxygen Not Included as well. I've watched him play a few times. He's quite good. He seems to know what he's doing. He's currently building some kind of volcano tamer on about cycle 500. And I haven't said hi to him for a while, and I've got a lot of people watching tonight. Thank you very much. So yeah, we're going to go raid T-Brew, and we'll see, we'll see how he enjoys that. So yes. Getting the raid together. You have fish emotes. You have a Whiskers emote. So feel free to share the fishy love with T-Brew in 3, 2, 1. Bye for now.